A North Texas therapist is helping children stay focused. We're going to show you his technique in this week's Fox Forward. There seems to be a growing number of children who struggle with concentration and focus, anxiety and stress. A North Texas therapist is treating those conditions by bombarding his young patients with all kinds of stimulus in a carefully controlled setting. Dan Godwin takes a look in tonight's Fox Forward.
The treatment is called exposure therapy, and the goal to help children gain mastery over anxiety and distraction. Rusty Lozano is a licensed professional counselor. He's had a practice in Addison for the last 9 years, and this is one of Rusty's patients, David Franklin, 11 years old. Thank you both for coming in.
Thank you, Dan. Thank you for having us.
And one interesting thing about the treatment, a room called the pendulum. Now, what goes on in this room?
Well, the pendulum is a design that we've created that distracts kids. So there's a lot of distractions, lights, fog machine, and music. And so what it does is essentially it stresses out our patients. And they have a set of skills that they learned in the clinic room prior to going into the gym. And so then we can actually test out their skills in this environment.
So when they're in the pendulum, there's a task they have to complete, an obstacle course. And how does this help with anxiety or concentration, focus, that kind of stuff?
Well, prior to exposing them to the pendulum, they actually have been through training by us. So there's a clinic room on the other side of the wall, and we assess them. We can test out to see how much stress they have in the body, breathing techniques, body techniques, and then we teach them these strategies, how to calm themselves down, how to focus, how to use these things actively, and then we want to see how well they work. So we can test out how well the skills are that they've learned by putting them in this environment.
So, David, you've been through the treatment a few times. Talk about the effect it's had on you.
And it has helped me with my asthma and stuff, and it relieves stress that I used to have all the time that caused me to act up my asthma.
So your stress, your anxiety would then trigger asthma?
Yes.
But that's not happening nearly as...
Nope, because of the strategies that I've learned and done in the pendulum.
Is it helping you in school?
Yes. It helps with stress about tests and stuff. So if anything stressed me out, the strategies kind of help get rid of it.
And it's worth pointing out, Rusty, this treatment is drug-free.
Correct. Our program, we work in collaboration with medications, so it doesn't always have to be a replacement for, it can be an adjunct to. Or
to medication.
To medication, correct.
So what's the age range for treatment?
Age range for treatment, we're a pediatric operation. We're one of the few pediatric facilities in the Metroplex, but our age range is from 5 to 15, 5 to adulthood actually. And so we can treat like a lot of the pediatric disorders and stressors all the way up to adults who have migraine headaches and have anxiety.
All right, Rusty, David, thank you so much for the chat. For
man.
more information about exposure therapy, we've got a link on our website. Just go to fox4news.com.